Well, things continue to heat up here in the spring. Plenty of offers coming into multiple players, and we're just going to highlight a couple of guys here on the recruiting roundup. I'm Jordan Ham, bringing in my good buddy Jason Jewell. And Jason, we're going to start things off with Nasir Sims, one of the best defensive tackles in the entire state over at Desert Edge. He picks up a Pac-12 offer.
Yeah, it's a second Pac-12 offer, Jordan. It comes from Washington State. He also has offers from Liberty, a brand new FBS program moving up from FCS, and Colorado was his first overall offer. He's a big kid. He's 6'3", 290 pounds. Been playing on the varsity level since he was a freshman out there at Desert Edge. Just a big space eater. Those big kids are really hard to find. He's one of the top defensive tackle prospects in the entire state.
Devin Larson, the quarterback over at Queen Creek, consistent as can be in 2 years, 55 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. He gets his first Division I offer.
Yeah, it comes from Idaho. They're joining the Big Sky Conference, the same conference that NAU plays in. And you look at Queen Creek, and they've been a team that's kind of been known as a ground attack team. And Larson's going to change that for them over the last couple of years with how good he is. On the field, throwing all those touchdowns, very few picks, and just being a good field general for Coach Sherman over there at Queen Creek. That first offer comes in. It's not going to be his last. He's very, very talented. 6'4", 200 pounds, and has a really, really high GPA. He's going to be a guy that's, I think he's one of the sleeper prospects in the state right now. He's going to get a handful of offers here come this spring evaluation period.
And speaking of sleeper prospects, Jalen Williams over at Shadow Mountain did a little bit of everything on both sides of the ball for the Matadors last year.
It's Washington State first Pac-12 offer, but Nevada and Fresno State also had offered him as well. Like you mentioned, he's a star on both sides of the ball. He caught 28 passes for 616 yards and 9 touchdowns last year. I think he's going to be a defensive player at the next level. He's 6'4". He's 190 pounds. He made 98 tackles last year. With that frame, he's only going to be bigger. With today's spread game, spread offenses out there, he's a guy that does not have to leave the field. He's physical enough to play in the running game, and then he's long and rangy enough to be very effective in the secondary, in the passing game.
We've seen Braylon Trice pick up some offers in the last couple of weeks, and he just exploded in terms of the type of programs that are coming after him. Pac-12, Big Ten, all over the map, some big-time programs looking at the O'Connor defensive end.
Yeah, I figured this was going to happen. It typically does. Washington offered him first, then followed up with Illinois and Arizona came and offered the 6'4", 235-pounder. And then you got 3 more Power 5 schools jumping in with Cal, TCU, and Washington State. He was the region player of the year last year, had over 14 sacks. Big kid, long, rangy, might grow into a defensive tackle. Right now plays mostly defensive end, but those kids, are very, very tough to find. And he's another guy that carries above a 3.5 GPA, makes a player like him easy to recruit.
We've seen Gunnar Cruz, the quarterback over at Casteel, pick up plenty of offers, but a couple of other Colts are getting attention from some big programs as well. We'll start with Kaheem Waleed, the wide receiver, 8 touchdowns in his last 5 games.
Yeah, on just 14 catches, Jordan, which makes him very, very impressive. He landed 2 Power 5 offers last week, coming from Iowa State and from Cal. He had previous offers from UNLV, Arizona, and from NAU. 6'3", 180-pound player, very, very special player that helped Casteel win that 3A state championship last year.
And on the defensive side of the ball, Cameron Brown, he was one of the big thumpers for the Colts last year, picks up an offer from Penn.
Yeah, so 2 years ago, he was an all-section wide receiver. Now playing mostly defense last year, was an all-region DB, 6 foot, 190-pound safety, a guy that I really like. His tape obviously has great grades with an Ivy League school like Penn. Coming in and offered him.
And wrapping up the offers, Avery Carrington, the long defensive back for the Chandler Wolves, 6'3", 190. He was a very good player in that Wolves secondary last year. He picks up an offer.
Yeah, it comes from Liberty. We saw Liberty, last year sign Isaac Steele via Centennial and Mesa Community College. They're coming to Arizona trying to get another prospect in Carrington. He gets that offer from Liberty, added another one from Army. First 2 offers for a very talented player in Carrington.
Plenty of offers coming in. It's only going to heat up when spring ball officially starts. Keep it right here on the recruiting roundup for those updates.